So everybody, we have information that I think I'd like to share with all you guys. We have some of the best information for all of you lovers of Greninja and all of your lovers of Pokemon. We have brand new information that will shock everybody that loves the Pokemon in this new set. Not only are we going to be talking about temporal forces as we're only 6 days away from the full release in English, and as we're only a couple months away from the release of Twilight Masquerade, which hasn't even released in Japanese. I know it's insane how Japanese sets are already getting leaked in English versions. English cards are already here, and we will be going over all the cards you need to know about that are in those two sets, starting off with the basic one, the Greninja SIR. So the Greninja SIR is actually confirmed to be coming out in Twilight Masquerade. It got leaked a couple days ago by leakers and Pokemon themselves, saying that we will be getting Greninja in the new set, which is absolutely fantastic, as all of us Greninja lovers are finally seeing Greninja making a return after the X and Y era. Like, he has not gotten one in forever. He's been like a forgotten Pokemon in the Pokemon TCG game. In the Pokemon TCG community, we all know Greninja deserves some recognition, and finally I think Pokemon has realized that what we really need is different Pokemon cards for a change. Not the same old crappy ones that we get every single year. We're finally getting a new one that I think a lot of us have been asking for. I mean, Greninja's not one that's going to become the most expensive. I get that. But it is one that I think deserves a lot of recognition for many reasons, because Greninja is a Pokemon that everyone has forgotten about. He's someone that's just like all the other Pokemons out there, so I do think that Greninja will become one of everyone's most favorite in this set. Of course, it's not going to be like the biggest card of all time, but at least it will have some impact on the Pokemon community, and we will see Greninja finally getting some recognition. Moving on, we have some of the basic cards we'll be getting. We have this version of him. We have the Urshulana EX. This is the SIR. When I saw this, I was mind-blown by the fact that Pokemon made an SIR in Japanese as well. I cannot wait to see actual people pulling this card when it comes out in Japanese on Friday, which is the exact same day Temporal Forces releases. So I cannot wait to see Temporal Forces released, and Crimson Haze, this set will release in Japanese. So this is the most beautifulest looking special illustration rare I have ever seen in my life. I love how he's just, Urshulana's there drinking, like, I think that's honey out of a tree trunk or something. I could be wrong. Then you got like Tenemoose and all these Muriel and all these Pokemons just looking at him while he eats it. Beautiful design. Then you have the normal version of him. Then you have, I think everyone is going to chase these cards, the Growlithe illustration rare, and everyone's probably biggest card ever. And I know a lot of people watching this video, fans of Eevee. I know, comment down below, you guys are fans of Eevee. Come on, in a minute. We all know you all love Eevee in a way. You might not be able to explain your love for Eevee, but I know deep down inside, I know what you mean and how you feel about Eevee. Eevee's a character in Pokemon that just never gets tiring. I mean, the fact you can evolve all those Eevees, you can evolve into different ones, like Sylveon, Umbreon, Glaceon, Leafeon, Flareon, Espeon, Jolteon, all of them. Like, it's just a really, really, really good idea. What they did with Pokemon is a smart idea. Eevee usually never gets good cards for himself, but now as we're getting, I'm hoping they don't destroy this card like they did many other cards like these. I'm hoping they don't make this the promo card for, Twilight Masquerade. If they make that the promo card, then that card is completely screwed. Like, that's never going to become expensive, because promo cards, maybe that will be. Because I know that when the Charmander first came out, Charmander was never expensive. Then as Charmander came out and everybody was collecting him, it's like a $3 or $4 card, which for a promo card is actually pretty good. But this Eevee is absolutely beautiful. I don't even know if even making it a promo card will destroy its recognition. Then you have the Greninja EX, speaking of beautiful looking cards. And then of course you got this SIR too, so again we will be getting many SIRs in this set. You got the Urshulana, you've got the Greninja, you got whatever her name is for SIRs. Already 3 SIRs are confirmed. Those are not the only SIRs in this set. There are many illustration rares that have yet to be actually leaked for like future reference, and not all the SIRs have been confirmed as well. So we're still looking for the rest of the SIRs and illustration rares, which we should see down the line from here until May. Some of the Terra cards is going to be Margot EX, the fire type one, and then the Greninja EX. So now they make Greninja, instead of water type, they're making him fire type. Not fire type, fighting type. So yeah, moving on, we have the Pinsir illustration rare. I love how good they made the illustration rares in this set. I never expected to say what I'm going to say. I now think that Cleffa is an absolute legend, because these cards remind me of Cleffa, and I usually never say that for her illustration rare, but these are absolutely fantastic looking. The Pinsir, of course, you got the Pinsir, you got the Infernape, you got the Manaphy, you've got the Kuramon, and you got the apple looking Pokemon. I love this. The fact they made an interesting design with like an apple tree, Pinsir in the background with an illustrated looking card like Pidgeot EX SIR from Obsidian Flames. The Infernape basically just showing flames everywhere. Literally, I never thought I'd say flames look so freaking cool. Then you got Manaphy in the background. Literally, the entire design takes up more than Manaphy herself, which is still very beautiful looking. Then you got Camera Mount. I mean, look at that. And then you got the Appleseed looking Pokemon, like I mentioned. Beautiful. So this set will come out over 160 cards, more than a dozen new Pokemon EXs, more than 30 trainer cards, dozen of Pokemon and trainer cards with special illustration rares. It's coming out May 24th of 2024. Now let's move on to our... Oh yeah, that's not the end. Now we have these. So these are another version. So we're getting 3 of the same Terra cards, but in different, like, different types. So first we have a Leaf type, a Fire type, and a water type, which we've never seen that before, so I cannot wait to see how that goes. So pack art for Twilight Masquerada. We have Twilight Masquerade, Masquerada, whatever. You got Urshiwana, you got Greninja, you got Orgapon, and you got whatever the freak that Pokemon's called. Now let's get into Temporal Forces. We have Temporal Forces for the ETB. This is already a leaked ETB for what it will look like. You got the Master Ball and the rest of these. I think is that the Prime Catcher? I could be wrong. That's what the booster box will look like. We have the Shrifty illustration rare, the Grotle illustration rare, the Sterling illustration rare, and Sawsbuck illustration rare. I don't know. I think that's Sterling and that's Sawsbuck illustration rare. A Litten illustration rare, Snome illustration rare, Charbug illustration rare, Bronzor illustration rare. Forget who she is, or he is. You got Cutiefly illustration rare, forget who he is, and then the Excadrill illustration rare. I love how it's like an excavation site that goes along with him. That's beautiful. Then you've got this design, forget what his name is. You got the crazy looking Arbok, which good, he's getting recognition too. Ghastly illustration rare, don't know what Gengar is doing right there, or Hunter's doing. That's kind of weird right there, buddy. What are you licking? Then you got Metagross. Then you got Meltang, you got Lickitung, you got Charbot, whatever, Mimikyu or whatever, Chiniko and Drampa. Then for the ultra rares, you have Grotle, you got Iron Crown, Iron Leaves, the Incineroar, the Gouging Fire, Walking Wake, the Wugtrio, the Iron Crown, Iron Boulder, Gengar, Gargarath, Scizor, Raging Bolt, Bianca, Eerie, forget what her name is. That's Salvatore. These two I forget. Oh wait, I think that's Morty's Conviction, and that I don't know. Iron Leaves EX, the most expensive, going for about 90 bucks for a pre-sale on TCG. Blue Change when it fully releases. Gouging Fire, Walking Wake, Iron Crown, Iron Boulder, Raging Bolt, Bianca, Eerie, Morty's Conviction, Salvatore, Iron Leaves, Gouging Fire, Iron Crown, Walking Wake, Iron Boulder, Raging Bolt, and that's all, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. I love you all. Goodbye.